What's going on, boys and girls? It's your boy Lazy Lightsaber back at it again for another video. It's been a while, but I'm bringing you a video about Nintendo Switch accessories today. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that intro screen so we can get started right away. Alright guys, back at it again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below on any of these products if you yourself have used them or if you are interested in buying some of these products. So we're going to go over a mix and match. There are some new products and there are some ones that I've been using. So we're going to go ahead and start with the ones that I've been using. Some of my favorite Switch accessories. And then we'll go ahead and move forward to the new ones. So let's get these new Switch accessories out of our way so we can concentrate on some of the new ones. I mean, some of the old ones. So one of my very first Switch accessory that I got when I bought my Pro controller, it's probably the one I've been using the longest, and I don't know how I went before without it. So when I first got my Switch Pro controller, as you can see, this Switch Pro controller has a shell on it. It's a silicone shell, but actually that's not what I'm going to talk about today. What I'm going to talk about today is this little prong you see on top. So this little prong is actually what connects to the charging dock right there with those 3 pins. So this is the wireless charging dock. So I love this controller because I use it as my primary driver to play my Switch. I don't use Joy-Cons. For one, we have Switch Drift, and for two, I like the feel of a classic controller in my hands, and three, 97% of the time I am playing on dock mode. So I like for when I play the game, after I'm done playing my Switch, you know what, and I'm just done playing, I can go ahead and just snap it on the dock right here, and then it starts to charge wirelessly, and I can just walk away. And when I wake up the next morning, or even if I pick it up within an hour or two, it's usually back up to 100% or damn near. So it's pretty fast at charging your Nintendo Switch. One real quick pro tip for you, if you have this case already and you're having trouble trying to make the connection, because you see that your light is not red every time you plug this in, or you're having troubles trying to get it red as you're putting it in there, you're kind of fidgeting with it and it's not just going in right, a quick pro tip for you is, once you have it on, gently just put it on there. If the light doesn't turn red immediately, which mine usually doesn't, just go ahead and apply some pressure right here, and when you apply some pressure right here, this light will turn red, and that indicates that your Nintendo Pro controller is charging. And I love this thing. I've been using it since the start. It's fairly cheap, actually. It doesn't cost a lot of money. It actually plugs in through USB, micro USB, I'm sorry, A right here. And the cool thing as well is on the sides, on each side of this, you can go ahead and charge your Joy-Cons as well. I try not to use Joy-Cons because they are garbage, as I've stated before. But some of the good things, you know, with this setup is that you can charge both Pro and Joy-Cons if you have both. Now it's plastic, it feels very cheap, it actually feels real bad, and there's something inside the battery probably that's just kind of rolling on in there. They didn't really put that in there good enough. It has this plastic in the bottom so you can wrap around the cord in case it's sticking out too much. Luckily for me though, this is something that I hardly, you know, move around. It stays stationary in one place, and so I don't have to worry about there's something shaking in there because it's just stationary in my TV stand. I just, you know, have it there plugged up, and when I'm done playing Switch, I charge it and walk away. So it's not something I'm going to be handling constantly. So I'm really happy about that, and I actually would recommend this. I'm gonna go ahead and put the name of this down in the description below. I'm not gonna put a link to it only because I'm not getting any kickbacks and I'm not gonna tell anybody where to buy their products, but I will put the name so that you can copy and paste that name and put it into your Google Chrome browser and search for it and shop at whichever store you choose to shop it at, because I'm not getting any kickback from none of this. This is stuff that I have purchased with my own money, so I'm not gonna copy any link, but I will leave the name of what we spoke about in order in the description below, so you can just copy and paste it, put it in Google or put it in whichever website you wish to buy it from, and continue from there. And as I was saying, it's pretty much USB-C on top of your controller, and you just put it on there. So that's definitely a recommended one that I would recommend to use. It's solid, and yeah, I've been using it. All right, so let's move on. The next item we're going to be discussing is going to be this case that I actually bought for my Nintendo Switch Lite. It's the ProCase. It's actually called the ProCase, like that's what the name of this thing is, and it's pretty solid. It has like these little corners right here, and I've been using it for a while. I actually did a review on it. I will leave that in the description below. So you can check it out, and yeah, you can see it there. But I actually wanted to move forward with this and do something else. So I do like it, but I don't know, it's kind of getting kind of old. I put the sticker on it. The sticker's starting to peel off from the Witcher 3. It came with a bunch of goodies. I do enjoy this case, but I wanted something a little bit more rugged and a little bit better for me to hold on to. I have big hands, right? So I need something to hold on to. And this just, for me, it wasn't cutting it. I'm not saying that it's a bad case at all. I've had it since the Switch launched, because I bought this Switch on launch day. So I've had it for a long time now, and I've used it, and I've gotten a lot of good use out of it. It was like, you know, when I bought it, it was a new case, a new brand. People didn't really know about it. It was like $12 or something. Now it may be up to $15 or even $20. I will also leave the name of this case at the bottom as well, so you can go look for it if you wish to buy it. But I did see this case from Moomba that looks like something that would be up my alley, as it's a more rugged case and it looks thicker. And I purchased it last week. I put it back in its case just to do this video. I have been using it for the week. So this is not a brand new open, but it's kind of new, I guess, because I've been only using it for a week, but it's not brand new. So this is the Moomba Case right here for the Nintendo Switch Lite. I got the gray Switch Lite because even though the blue one, the turquoise one, looked pretty cool, yeah. So it just snaps on like I just showed you. I like it because I can hold the Switch now a whole lot better. It feels good in my hands, and my kids enjoy it as well, as they play this a little bit more than I do, the Switch Lite, because Dad's always hogging the big Switch on the TV. I like the real thing that shines out is this clear back. It just allows you to see the Nintendo Switch logo, and it looks so sweet, looks so clear, looks so elegant. I like the designs back here as well. Looks like a machine, like the insides of a machine. So that was pretty cool. And of course the cutouts for breathing there, and you got the USB cutout. Now the one thing I was kind of worried about was my right triggers being exposed. I got some scuff there. My right triggers being exposed. So yeah, I haven't had any problems with dropping this, but I think if it kind of lands like that, it might have an issue. But I feel like just there's so much weight from this bottom piece here that if it were to fall, it would kind of lean towards falling like this, or maybe falling on this part. So, but there is that, you know. And if you do want like a full coverage, there's also this old case that I'm going to retire now that I have my Mumba Case. But I am enjoying this a lot, and it just makes the Switch Lite handle a whole lot better when using it in handheld because it gives you more grip with these back pieces right here. So I definitely like this case a lot better than this one. This is not a bad case. I'm not trying to say that, but this is just much better for my needs. It was like around I don't know, like 17 or 18 bucks. So pretty cheap. I know it's, you know, if you're strapped for cash, especially nowadays, you might say, well, I'd rather buy the $12 one. So like I said, this is a good case, but if you can afford the extra dollars and you're not strapped for cash, I would go with this Moomba. At least for me, it feels a whole lot better. All right, the next thing I'm gonna go over is another case. This is brand new. I haven't even opened it yet. As you can see, it's still in this plastic. It looks like it came undone here when I took it out of the packaging that it came in, but it's another Moomba case, but this one is for the Switch, the OG Switch, not the Switch Lite. So let's go ahead and open this and see what they got going on with this one. So there was a specific reason why I bought this case. I actually have a case on my regular Switch that I'm extremely happy with, and that is going to be the Skull Candy. The Skull & Co. Case. It's really nice. I like that it has these big grips on the back. It protects the Switch very well all around. It wraps around the triggers and everything. Gives you access to the power button, volume rockers, and as well as your triggers. And it's pretty good. It's a solid case. But here's the big problem that I have with this. If I want to remove the Joy-Cons, these drifty things, I have to take the case off. And my kids, they like to play a lot of co-op Minecraft. So I'm required to then go ahead and take the case off for them because they struggle with it because they're still little. And I have to do the whole Joy-Con managing. I don't let them play like with it off dock like that too much because I don't want it to break or whatever. So I'm the one that handles that. But I want it so if they are playing on dock with the Pro controller and then they want a second person to play, that they can remove the Joy-Cons by themselves without having me to do all that legwork. So we're gonna go right now and we're gonna go ahead and just try this case that I saw that it allows you to actually remove the Joy-Cons without removing it from the dock or wherever it is. So it's just like an installation packaging here. You're not here for that. So let's go ahead and move this out the way and get to what you're really here for. I hate people when they do these type of things. They always want to look at the box first. Dude, just get to the real deal. Like, you're just making the video longer than it has to be. So here it is. Moomba, another case, but this one's for the Pro controller. I'm sorry, for the Switch OG. Now this is their dockable case. So mind you, it's not the Slim. The Slim is a different case. This is the Moomba dockable case. So with this one, technically it's supposed to still offer the same kind of protection, but leave the Joy-Cons open. Okay, so there we go. The case is on. It does feel a little wider on the back, and that's what I like about these cases. They feel good on the rear, and then they expose the sweet Switch logo. I love the Switch logo on the rear part of the console. It looks so good, and I feel like with a lot of cases like the Skull & Co, it's often covered, and it doesn't look good. So here it is. I'll show it to you docked as well, so you get to see that experience, but I wanted you to see the handheld version of it anyway. So there it is. You have access to your volume. On my channel, as well as the power. Oops. Okay, who's gonna win here? Me or the Switch? What's going on? All right, there we go. So it feels good in hand, and like I said, you have access to all the game ports as well. If you are a person that enjoys using the kickstand, you won't have access to the kickstand from here, but there is a version of this case that comes with a huge kickstand, a really legit one. You open it from here and then it kind of sits back like that. But I did not buy that because this is going to be used primarily for my kids when, you know, this is docked and they want to use the Joy-Con. So simply lift, and you still have the console is still protected, still in place, but it gives you access to the Joy-Cons. And this is perfect because this is exactly why I wanted to get this case. This is the exact reason. So let's go ahead and show you how it looks on the dock so you can see if it is dockable and if it's hard to push in, because I've heard complaints about that. Alright guys, so here's my Switch dock, and here is the Switch with the Moomba case on it. So I'm going to go ahead and attempt to slide this in. So it's slid in, and the TV is reading it. So let's wait for that. And bam. So came on with no problems. I'm super excited about this. Good stuff here. And if they want to use their Joy-Cons, they can pull out the Joy-Con while still playing the game and not having to remove my Switch from the from the docking station. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. So that's awesome. Glad to see that. Definitely works as advertised, and yeah, looks good, works good. It is a little, you have to give it a tad of a push to get it in the dock, but nothing major, and you'll be on your way to playing. So pretty good, pretty good. Love the way that this worked out and looking forward to it. Alright guys, so back on the yellow table here, the last thing I bought was a certified PowerA Switch metal stand. I bought this twofold. One was because I bought one that I originally used for my phone. It was not a Switch one. This thing was like 15 bucks, 14 bucks. The other one I had was smaller, but it was for my phone. But my wife kind of stole that away from me, so I wanted to have one for myself that I can use. So I decided, why not buy one that has the Switch? Man, this tape is tight. Let me go get something to open that with. So I wanted to have something that I can open, that I can put my Switch on, and then something that I could also have my man, this thing is ridiculously tough. Okay, well, guess I'll have to break it. So I could watch, you know, stuff on my phone and still be able to put my Switch on it, in the slim chance that I get used handheld, not docked, excuse me, handheld mode. Well, first of all, wow, this pouch looks freaking amazing. I know that the light doesn't do it justice because I think I'm running a blue light right now, so it makes it look a lot brighter, but this is really dark. The camera really does not do this justice. I used the wrong lighting here. As you can see, this looks kind of bluish. That's from the light that I have. But in real coloring, this is super dark. Love it. Feels so good. I don't know if this is suede or not, but it feels really good. definitely impressed with this so far. All right. So the stand is pretty much a metal stand as would be expected. It has these rubber feet and it's large. Oh man, it's way larger than the one I had for my phone. So I like it because it looks like it would be good to fit not only just your phone, but a Switch or a Switch Lite in this case with my Moomba case. Oh, so first problem I ran into, does not fit 100% with my Moomba case. So that's not good. So it kind of, I mean, it works, right? But it's not a snug fit as would be expected. So if I take my Moomba case off, it should fit. Yep, it fits. So that kind of blows. I can still use it because, I mean, technically it works there. Let me grab the Switch and see how that looks. All right, so here's the Switch. Again, same problem. Doesn't fit. I mean, I guess it'll hold it if you're gonna, let me shake this table. So I guess, yeah, I mean, it'll do its job. It'll do its job. So, I'm kind of bummed that this wasn't wider and they didn't have kind of the foresight of including, you know, a case with it. You know what? Let's see if I were to use my my Skull and Cold case, if it would fit, since that's a slimmer case. So yeah, that one fits. That one fits. So I guess it's for a slim case or no case at all. I guess it technically works with the Switch. Again, I primarily purchased this to use it for my phone. I just like the fact that it was versatile because I could use it with my phone and with the Switch as well. So I would say this is still a good thing to have. It still works. So if I wanted to use my Switch via handheld, I can still do that and it wouldn't be an issue. So yeah, it still works. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The freaking pouch though is super sweet. Oh man, this is hard. I guess with time, hopefully this loosens up with time. So, but yeah. So once you're done, you put it in this little pouch, and voila, take it to go. You could throw it in your bag, maybe even your back pocket, and happy camping, man. Maybe if you go to school, you can throw it in your backpack or something, or your laptop bag. If you're going to work or something like that, and you're on lunch break or something, you can go ahead and pop this out, pop your Pro controller out, and game, you know, on the go with your Switch Lite. So I hope you guys liked this video. This is my latest accessories video that I have on the channel. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know in the comments below if you would buy any of the things that we discussed, the wireless Pro controller dock, any of these Moomba switch cases, or this really sweet, really digging this stand here, which I primarily will use for my phone, but love that it has the versatility of using for the Switch as well if I need to. So let me know if you like any of these products. Like I said, like the video, comment down below if you agree or disagree with any of the opinions I gave here, or if you yourself have tried any of these and they're working out for you. If you have questions as well, drop them in the comments below. I can answer them, or you can take it to Twitter as well. That's at Lazy Lightsaber on Twitter, at Lazy Lightsaber. You can ask me a question about these and I'll be more than happy to answer them for you as well. You guys, be safe out there, especially during these times, and don't forget to subscribe, and you have a good day. Take care.